Sure, here's an article that catches attention with a hook, adds a dramatic tone, and asks questions, while focusing on the gossip aspect of Young Dolph's murder trial. Young Dolph's murder trial begins. Will justice finally be served? The air is thick with anticipation as the trial of Memphis rapper Young Dolph's alleged murderers is set to begin this week. After months of delay and widespread speculation, the moment everyone has been waiting for is finally here. But as the court finalizes jury selection, one big question remains. Will justice really be served, or will we end up with more questions than answers? The rise and fall of a street legend. Young Dolph, born Adolph Thornton Jr., was more than just a rapper. He was a self-made legend who rose from the streets of Memphis to become a beacon of hope and inspiration. His independent hustle and unapologetic style resonated with millions, especially those who felt they too were trapped by circumstance. Tragically, his journey was cut short on November 17, 2021, when he was gunned down at a local cookie shop, a haunting end to the life of a man who constantly fought against the odds. But this story goes beyond just another tragic murder in the music industry. There are questions, suspicions, and theories floating everywhere. What led to the killing of an artist who seemed to be on the rise? Was this a random act of violence, or was it something more sinister? And most importantly, can the truth finally come out in a court of law? A long-awaited trial. It has been a rollercoaster of emotions for Young Dolph's family, friends, and fans who have waited almost 3 years for this trial to begin. The defendants, Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith, have been accused of orchestrating the fatal shooting. But what's been taking so long? Reports indicate that the drawn-out process of jury selection has been due to the need to find impartial jurors, an increasingly difficult task given the extensive media coverage of the case. As the trial moves into the spotlight, the streets are buzzing with whispers and conspiracy theories. Who is really behind Young Dolph's death? Some argue that the defendants were merely pawns in a much larger game. Is there a puppet master pulling the strings behind the scenes? Many believe there could be hidden motives and deep-seated rivalries that go beyond the two men currently in the dock. A community on edge. The tension in Memphis is palpable as the trial nears. This isn't just about Young Dolph's fans. The entire city is watching, waiting to see if justice will be served for one of their own. For many, the rapper's death hit close to home, not only because he was a Memphis native, but also because his story was a reflection of their own. Why do so many successful young black men seem to meet tragic fates? It's a question that echoes loudly across Memphis and beyond. Was Young Dolph's murder another tragic outcome of envy and street rivalries, or was it a calculated, cold-blooded hit aimed at silencing his influence? Even as court proceedings unfold, the whispers of street justice are louder than ever. Some question whether the legal system will do what it has failed to do so many times before, deliver a fair outcome for an African American victim of gun violence. Will the jury see through the smoke and mirrors, or will the defendants get off easy because of technicalities? The theories and the truth. Theories surrounding Young Dolph's death are aplenty, each one wilder than the last. There are rumors that it was tied to a long-standing feud with another Memphis rapper, a rivalry that had long been public knowledge. Others say that the hit was orchestrated by individuals outside the music scene, individuals who had motives unrelated to rap beefs. And then there are those who believe that this was purely about sending a message that even if you make it out of the trenches, there will always be those who try to pull you back. Was Young Dolph targeted simply because he was a young black man succeeding in America? But while conspiracy theories swirl around, it's important to remember that at the heart of this case lies a grieving family, including Young Dolph's children, who lost their father far too soon. They are now putting their faith in the justice system, hoping that the evidence will speak louder than the gossip. Will justice be done? As the court finalizes jury selection and prepares to hear opening statements, the world will be watching. For many, the trial isn't just about Young Dolph. It's about making a statement to the world about the value of a black life. It's about whether or not a system that has historically failed people of color can finally get it right. Will the truth emerge clearly, or will the trial only add more murkiness to an already confusing case? Will the suspects face the music, or will they find a way out? And even if there is a guilty verdict, will that be enough to heal a community still hurting from this immense loss? Young Dolph once rapped about his determination to survive against all odds, but in the end, the streets caught up to him. As the court process begins, we are left with a heavy heart and one lingering question. Will this trial give us the answers we need, or will Young Dolph become yet another cautionary tale of a life taken far too soon? The trial is only just beginning, but the spotlight is already hot. Stay tuned for more updates as we watch to see if justice for Young Dolph will indeed prevail, or if we'll all be left wondering what really happened on that fateful November day.